In the beginning, there was nothing at all. So I got a video camera, switched it on, and uploaded some videos of my trade card collection.
Welcome to the Perfection Selection, a Cream of Cards TV.
If you like old movies, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the like button to preserve our movie heritage for future generations. Okay, if you're not a regular on my channel, I collect early movie related trade cards and cigarette cards, some of which are very rare. Logically, the oldest ones tend to feature some of the inventors, and these particular ones were issued around the early 1900s. If you've got any movie trade cards earlier than 1902, please let me know. At the dawn of the motion picture, the cinema was little more than a novelty fairground attraction next door to the fortune teller tent, or sometimes shows were held in local town halls, like in my town. It was an incredibly small affair, but as time went by, it grew and grew. As opposed to their stage counterparts, movie actors could potentially be seen by millions of people across the planet, giving rise to the celebrity phenomenon we know so well today and spreading fashion trends virally far and wide, similar to what happens on the internet now. Florence Lawrence, featured on this 1913 card from the first cigarette card set devoted to movie stars, is considered by many to be the first movie star ever, because she was the first movie-related actress, not already famous by some other means, to be actually named in promotional material in 1910, such as magazines, newspapers and on posters. Of course, we take all that for granted today. Before then, the movie studios kept the names of their actors a carefully guarded secret, perhaps for fear that they would demand more money if they became too popular and powerful in their own right. Or sometimes, like with Florence Turner, pictured on this particular card from what might be the first ever trade card series devoted to movie stars, issued in 1911, she was named after the studio. In other words, she was simply referred to as the Vitagraph girl. We can't just blame the anonymity of the early movie actors solely on the greedy movie studios, since there was a bit of snobbery between the traditional stage actors, many of whom thought they were superior to the newcomer movie actors, perhaps demonstrated by the fact that Mabel Normand initially used a different name to her own when she first appeared in the movies, maybe to protect her reputation, her existing reputation, as seen on this 1913 card, which refers to her as Muriel Fortescue. The cool thing is, her moniker or alias isn't even mentioned on Mabel Normand's Wikipedia profile. So you can in fact make important discoveries just by looking at trade cards like these. I've shown you cards of the inventors and the movie actors, but how about turning the movie camera around to you, the viewer? Thanks to YouTube, the lines are now blurring between the viewer and the creator. Here we have a set showing A Day at the Cinema, issued during an incredibly important time in history, circa 1916, midway through World War One. And not only that, it was issued in Germany. German cinema suffered significantly during the war years because prior to 1914, Germany imported a heck of a lot of foreign films. A combination of cinemas not wanting to be seen to be accepting films from countries that Germany was at war with, and the suspicion by the enemy, or us, that the Germans would use the nitrocellulose from the film reels in explosives, dealt a significant blow to German cinema. Perhaps these cards are a retrospective and hark back to the good old days before the war years. I'll let you decide, especially if you can read German. Now that you've seen that video, you're just a click away from my many other vids. Vote for your favourite silent movie comedian. And who is the ultimate 1920s flapper? Out of Clara Bow and Louise Brooks, those movie gods and goddesses help spread new social attitudes, fashions, and increase the adoption of technology in the motor car. Click on the third image to see some of the greatest Roaring Twenties icons adorned in the most creative and imaginative fashions of that time, and click on the fourth image to see how 1920s fashions and hairstyles are still worn by fashionistas today. And I've done a whole host of other videos of original 1920s relics that feature artwork and photos for all you budding movie directors, artists and fashion designers to get inspiration and ideas. Well, who knows what you might become in the future. Thanks for watching and rating my videos, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel.